Hello everyone. Today I will present on climate change and global warming, focusing on how they impact ecosystems and human health. I will explain the biological concepts involved, connect them to real-world outcomes, and support my discussion with recent data and case studies. First, let's define the key concepts. Climate change refers to long-term shifts in temperature, precipitation, and weather patterns. Global warming specifically refers to the steady rise in Earth's average surface temperature, largely driven by the greenhouse gases, carbon dioxide, methane, and nitrous oxide. Human activities like burning fossil fuels and deforestation are the main causes of these changes. The main causes of global warming include burning fossil fuels, which release large amounts of carbon dioxide, deforestation, which reduces the Earth's ability to absorb CO2, and industrial and agricultural activities, which release methane and nitrous oxide. These gases intensify the greenhouse effect. Feedback loops, such as melting ice reducing Earth reflectivity and thawing permafrost releasing methane, further accelerate warming. Let's begin with the biological concepts. The greenhouse effect is a natural process where gases like carbon dioxide and methane trap heat. However, human activity has intensified this effect, causing global warming. This warming changes biological systems. For example, corals bleach when they lose their symbiotic algae due to heat stress. Mosquitoes expand their range into warmer regions, spreading diseases like dengue. Melting ice also reduces Earth reflectivity, accelerating warming. These biological concepts are interconnected. Greenhouse gas emissions raise global temperatures. Rising temperatures stress ecosystems, weakening biodiversity and ecosystem services. This in turn affects humans through food insecurity, new disease risks, and increased exposure to extreme weather events. In the real world, we see these concepts play out dramatically. The Great Barrier Reef lost around 50% of its coral cover between 2016 and 2020 due to heat waves. Arctic ice melt reduces polar bear habitats, threatening survival. In forests, wildfires linked to higher temperatures devastate ecosystems in Australia and the Amazon. Human health is also affected. Heat waves now cause thousands of excess deaths, such as the 2022 European heat wave. Warmer, wetter conditions expand mosquito habitats, increasing dengue and malaria risks. Air pollution from wildfires worsens asthma and cardiovascular disease. Climate-related disasters also place a heavy burden on mental health, causing anxiety and trauma in affected communities. Looking at case studies, Malaysia experiences annual floods that increase outbreaks of waterborne diseases like leptospirosis and cholera. In Southeast Asia, transboundary haze from forest fires causes spikes in respiratory illnesses. Pacific island nations are at risk of displacement due to sea level rise and coral reef collapse, which also reduce fisheries and food security. In response, mitigation and adaptation strategies are essential. Mitigation includes shifting to renewable energy and international agreements like the Paris Agreement. Adaptation focuses on climate-resilient agriculture, flood defenses, and early disease warning systems. For health, stronger healthcare systems, better vaccines, and urban cooling strategies can reduce the impact of climate change on people. In conclusion, climate change is not only an environmental crisis but also a health crisis. It disrupts ecosystems, endangers biodiversity, and directly threatens human survival. Addressing it requires urgent global action that combines mitigation and adaptation. Protecting ecosystems ultimately means protecting ourselves.